Excellency, Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, to industry. Put your hands together and show him that we would like to have him as our president for the next 5 years. Show him that you are thankful for all the years and all the things he has done in the last 5 years. Comrades and friends, industry is a community that shows great support for the People's Progressive Party since it has been formed in 1950. This corner has seen the presence of every single presidential candidate of the PPP, including Chetty Jagan, Comrade Janet Jagan, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, Prime Minister Sam Hines when he was president, Donald Ramatar, who lives not far from here, and now, for the second and third time, we are welcoming in our midst His Excellency, Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali. Comrades, walking amongst you, walking alongside you, walking with you, you have said over and over that we have won the elections. Comrades, beware! Beware of the wolves in sheep clothing. Comrade Janet said right here in 1964, she said, if you vote for the United Force, if you vote for the other parties, you will be voting for the PNC. We are warning you. Any vote you give to any other persons, you are only going to stymie the development and the transformation of this country. The only vote that is secure is a vote for the PPP Civic come September 1, 2025. Comrades, the PPP is an organization that does not hold on to things like some other people. Every single elections we come here and we bring forward new, young candidates because we believe the youths are our future. Tonight, I have the greatest pleasure of introducing to you a young lady by the name of Vanessa Ben. Vanessa Ben has great history with this community. She is the daughter of Brindley Ben, who lives right out there at Shamrock's Garden. Vanessa Ben is the vice chairperson of your NDC, the development, the transformation of Industry Plaisance. She is driving or steering that ship. Put your hands together for Vanessa Ben. Presently, she is the chairperson of the Forestry Commission, and for a very, very long time, she worked with Ayokorama. Comrades and friends, I would like you to put your hands together and help me to welcome Vanessa Ben to this podium.
For that warm welcome. And let me join you in welcoming, but particularly in my current position as the acting chairman of the Industry Pleasance Neighborhood Democratic Council. Join me, please, in welcoming our president and our next president, because he is going for a second term, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali. Thank you, comrades. Thank you. And I believe it is important for you to know that with us this evening is the former president of the Republic of Colombia, in the person of His Excellency Ivan Duque Marquez. President Marquez and your team, perhaps you should come on stage. Let them see you. And I also wish to recognize the presence of your entire team, President Duque. I believe it's important as well for me to point out that President Duque is a very close friend and brother of our president, but indeed, all of us as Guyanese, we have just finished, we've just closed off the Global Biodiversity Alliance Summit, which has been an initiative by our president, and with the very strong support of President Duque. And I'm using this platform to thank you, President Duque, for your continued support, friendship, and brotherhood to the people and government of Guyana. Let's give him a warm welcome. Let's thank him. I know I'm going off script here, and perhaps my comrades are probably giving me strong looks, but it's important for us to know that our country, before 2008, our most important contributors to our national economy were sugar, rice, seafood, timber, and the other extractive industries, gold, bauxite, and so on. And the newest contributor to our economy, and that's before oil and gas, in 2010 or 2010, was our forest carbon credits. And our forest carbon credits came under the initiative of former president and current vice president, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo. Let's give him a big hail up. I'm making the point that the revenue that our country is earning under the agreement between Guyana and Norway, it was for 250 billion United States dollars. That was a significant contributor to our income as a country, a revenue to our country, to our GDP. And that was before the first barrel of oil was produced in 2016. Nothing happened between 2015 and 2020. Our country earned no money from our forest carbon credits. There was a different administration, a Lampi-Pampi group. But because of the visionary leadership of the People's Progressive Party, especially our current president, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, our champion of the earth, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, from 2020, after the scampish used to try to steal our national elections and our vote, when our party got into office, we have a new and expanded LCDS. It's important for you to understand. And 30% of our forest carbon credits are earning us 750 million United States dollars over a 10-year period. It's important for you to know. Because notwithstanding the fact that we were out of office, our party was out of office, and that the fact that there is oil revenue now coming, the visionary leadership of our party and of our leaders have ensured that we will continue to support our economy, not only looking at oil and gas, but diversifying our economy and ensuring that we continue to conserve our forests, where I just came from. I just came off a flight from the interior. And I want you, as all Guyanese, to know that we cannot afford to squander the wonderful opportunities that our country is going through the LCDS 2030 and the work of President Ali, if we don't ensure that he gets a second term. He has to get a second term. The work of our party ensures that the LCDS will ensure that you get your garbage picked up every day, your drainage will be fixed, and all the necessary services for our NDC will have the necessary revenue. So comrades, ensure that on the 1st of September, just a few days away, you put your X next to the box, next to the PPP Civic, and ensure that President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali has his second term, and the world leaders will continue to walk and support him and ensure that Guyana continues on a wonderful path of being a credible example for monitoring and supporting our natural resources. May God bless you all. Thank you. And again, let's hail up our president and the PPP Civic government.
Comrades, I did promise you a party, and I realize you're having a great time. Isn't it so? I would like to recognize in our presence former Minister of Government, Comrade Hari Prasad Nakta, and his wife, Auntie Tas, somewhere in front here. Put your hands together for them. I would also like you to join me to welcome Comrade Indrani Chandrapal. She's sitting right to our right. Dr. Berry Ramsaran is somewhere around. Ambassador Comrade Mitra Devi Ali is sitting right to my left. Comrades on stage, we have here young Stacy, who is a regional candidate. We have Delva Bunbury from Pleasance, a young regional candidate. We have young here Brittany, a regional candidate also. Put your hands together for her. We also have here young Mahinder Sharma, Nalini Singh. We have Neville Cumberbatch from BV. And comrades, I have with me here the next speaker for tonight, and his name is Kofi Darimple. He is an engineer by profession and an educator. He's a senior lecturer at the University of Guyana. So when I asked Kofi, I said, but you're doing all these things, why would you want to join politics? Well, if I was his age, I would have wanted to join politics too. I would have wanted to walk along with Dr. Irfan Ali. So he said to me, even though I was born and raised on the west coast of Demerara, I cannot miss being part of the development and the transformation of my country. Put your hands together for Kofi Darimple.
Are you ready for victory? Let me see your hands. Good night, industry. I can feel your love. I could feel the love of all of you coming through. And I really want to show some great respect to Auntie Sheila. As I walk this community with them, I could see the love. And this is what being citizens of such a beautiful country is all about. It's about loving each other and caring for each other. Isn't that right? I want to recognize the presence of the great man, His Excellency Dr. Irfan Muhammad Ali in our presence. I know that many of you know him. I know that many of you have seen his work. I have had the privilege of knowing him since he was 11 years old. And I can tell you that even at that age, he was defined by his hard work and his dedication. I can tell you that even as a teenager, when we went to communities where people were squatting, his concern and his compassion for people was real, even as a teenager. So when I see him today, and I see the same compassion and the same concern, I know that it is real because it was there since he was a child. And so this compassion and hard work has come to define his legacy. And too often, we let other people define our story. And sometimes the people who do the least want to talk the most. But I have come to say that the progress under President Mohammed Irfan Ali speaks for itself. And it is this progress that has defined his first term. And like the DJ say, anything nice, gotta play it twice. And so on September 1st, we're gonna be playing this twice.
Are you ready for victory? Let me see your hands. Put them up, put the cup in the air.
Yeah.
Oh,
So progress.
so raise it up now. From strength to strength.
So progress. Let me get through this, okay?
In my cup, in my cup,
All right.
my vote is in my cup.
Look, I only have 7 minutes and I already used up 2 and the clock is running. So I told Miss Sheila, every time the DJ plays it, I'm subtracting the time, all right? So progress speaks for itself under the administration of President Ali. I have watched progress jump from the Manifesto of 2020, and now it lives in the reality of projects. It lives in the reality of the echoes to the Ogle Highway. Progress lives in the highway from Eccles to Ogle. That entire area will become an area of commerce. And it will connect people. It's already cut transportation time if you need to get to that side of the country. Progress lives in the Demerara Harbor Bridge, which stands tall as a testament to the work that we're doing in this country. Progress stands tall in the clean sheets and beds of new hospitals in Enmore and in Diamond. Progress stands tall in the free education that every young person now has to go to the University of Guyana. Progress has come to speak for itself. And we really have to think about this. You can't let people define the story for you. Everyone talks about cash grants and doing this, but But the progress, the development of our country is putting money indirectly in our pockets. If you are a university student today, and you will have free education for 4 years, and you're doing engineering, that is almost $1 million in your pocket. If you study medicine at the University of Ghana and it's free, that is almost $3 million in your pocket. So progress is speaking, and progress is putting money in our pockets. Let me say this as I close. Some people want progress to shut up. But progress can't be silent. Progress cannot be silenced. Everywhere we go in this country, in this community, progress is speaking. Progress has come to define this administration. Progress has come to define this party. And on September 1st, progress must continue to define our country. Brothers and sisters, there is still so much to do. Let us keep progress building. Let us keep progress moving forward. Let us ignore the naysayers. You know, sometimes when you look to the sky and you see the blue up there, it's an illusion. Eh? There's no real, there's nothing to touch there, even though it looks blue up there. Let us look right here in this crowd, in this community, on this stage, with experienced leadership, leading our country on September 1st and continuing progress for all Guyanese. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Hey, are you ready for victory? Let me see your hands. Put 'em up, put the cup in the air. Oh, come raise it up now. From strength to strength, we're moving with the PPP. What's in my cup stays in my cup. In my cup stays in my cup. My vote is in my cup. In my cup, it's in my cup. My cup.
All right, comrade. So since you are in the party mood, or the party mode, I would like to ask Puran to come and entertain you again. Put your hands together for Puran.
Industry people, make some noise! Well, one thing is guaranteed. The same way we vote in Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali for second term, I'm here for my second term, sir. So who we voting for when I said Dr. Irfan? You say Ali. Dr. Irfan. Dr. Irfan. Round the flag. How are you? Wave the flag. Wave the flag. Everybody, wave the flag. Are you going to sing with me, right? Who we voting for? Who we voting for? Who we voting for? When I say PPP, you say something. PPP. Say PPP. PPP. When I say Irfan, you say Ali. Irfan. Irfan. Say Irfan. If they come around you and talking wishy-washy, you know what you're going to do? You're going to chase them out. Chase them out. Chase them out. Chase them out. Who we voting for? PPP. Say PPP. PPP. Irfan. Irfan. Say Irfan. Will. So we gotta take some precaution, right? We have to take some precaution. So listen to me. I want our current and next president to listen to me. Listen to me, right? We don't want Mohammed. PP Civic instead. If Mohammed win, we go suffer till we dead. Say yeah, yeah. So I can sing it one more time, and you can make some noise at the end, right? We don't want Mohammed, PP Civic instead. If Mohammed win, we go suffer till we dead. We have to take precaution because every vote counts, right? If you vote Mohammed, you must be brain dead. If you vote Mohammed, you must be brain dead. We vote in Irfan Ali and PP Civic instead. Somebody make some noise. Listen to this one. I want to pick up the president, right? Under Mohammed, we all will suffer. Under Mohammed, we will all suffer. So come election day, don't make them fool you. Listen to me now. Under Irfan Ali is bare progress. Irfan Ali is bare progress. But listen to me. But the leader of the win, he gets sanctioned by US. Somebody make some noise. I want to give you one more. I want you know this song was trending in Guyana? Hear the song was trending. Down in Guyana, we have a new tune. Down in Guyana, we have a new tune. The leader of the win said very shortly, very soon. Somebody make some noise. So I want to run this track. I want to run this track for you. Hold on for me. And I want everybody to cheer together. Please get up. Let me show some love, show some respect for Mohammed. Irfan Ali, our next, and our current president. Somebody say yeah. Run it. Wave. Everybody. Hey. And put them in the air. Everybody. Let me see that wave. Hey. Everybody. We're going to jump, right? Everybody. Hey. Let me go. Jump and let them see. Love and unity. Now let them see. One big family. Will. I think my time is up here. Thank you, industry. Somebody make some noise.
All right, comrades. Put your hands together again for Puran. So, when we decided to create a list of candidates for the People's Progressive Party to contest the next elections, we had to look carefully. Because when we look at the ratio of our population, about 65% of our people are below the age of 35. And to touch the minds and hearts of the young people and to understand our young people, it is the young people who have to represent them at the different levels of government. At the Industry Market Square, you are all gathered here because you believe, you trust the People's Progressive Party Civic. Tonight, from within our own midst, we have here with us a young man who has provided dynamic leadership right here on the ground between industry and Triumph. This young man is carrying on the legacy of Hari Prasad Nakta, who joined the PPP way back in the 1950s, who waged the struggle in this country when people were afraid to be seen and known as members of the People's Progressive Party. Sham Nakta is an environmentalist, a political strategist, an entrepreneur, A young man who has grown into a man that all of us in the People's Progressive Party respect. Highly, highly respect. And jokingly one day I said to him, Sham, when I grow up, I want to be like you. And the reason for that is because I can get irritated and angry with things that are happening and when it is not happening. And Sham is as cool as a cucumber and he solves the problems very easily. Put your hands together for this young man. He is us. He belongs to us. He lives between us.
Let me see your hands. Put 'em up. Put the cup in the air. Oh, come raise it up now. From strength to strength.
PPP family, how are we feeling tonight? I want to start, first of all, by showing appreciation to all of you. This village of industry and the nearby communities, Ogle, Cummings Lodge, and all the others who have come here to join with us tonight, to show your love, to show your support, to show your commitment to this young man next to me, our president, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali. Comrade Sheila, in her introductions, she mentioned about the history of the People's Progressive Party. And that this party has been coming to communities like industry for over 50 years. And your support has been unwavering over these years. In good times and in not so good times, you have stood with us. You have shown the support, the dedication to support our party and to ensure that it remains in office. And I want to say to you, the thousands that are here tonight, that come September 2nd, we're going to vote solidly for another term of the People's Progressive Party. In 2020, a young Mohammed Irfan Ali came here and he presented the manifesto of the People's Progressive Party. And that manifesto outlined the plans and the programs to move Guyana forward. And at that time, our country was at a standstill. In fact, some of us would even venture to say it was moving backward. 5 years on, that young man, our president, has delivered on every promise in that manifesto. And that is what the PPP stands for. Promises made, promises delivered. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Because after waiting for close to 5 months to get in office, President Ali had to grapple with the COVID pandemic. And he did an excellent job bringing relief and also keeping our economy going. And once we were over that period, he embarked on a massive program of transformation across our country. In every village, in every region, you are seeing this transformation. As you look around you, roads, highways, bridges, buildings, hospitals, schools, settlements, and on I can go. This transformation, we're living it and we're seeing it. And right here in this community, right here in this area, we don't have to look very far.
A few weeks ago, President Ali commissioned this road from Ogle to Eccles. And what once used to be Canefield, today is a brand new international highway. My friends, the policies and the programs of the PPP and this transformational agenda is not just about infrastructure. The measures and the interventions that have been made touches every one of us, from children to our elderly, from public servants to those in the private sector. Whether you're a student, whether you're a medical professional, whether you're a young businessman or woman, the policies of the People's Progressive Party under the leadership of Mohammed Irfan Ali is creating opportunities for all of us. And our president has been fixing and building and transforming this country in every sector, whether it's agriculture, whether it is mining, forestry, tourism, manufacturing. But not only are those policies growing these sectors and creating more and more opportunities, but our president has a passion for entrepreneurship, for business growth and development. And he is placing emphasis in ensuring that businesses grow, and in particular, that we are allowing young people to have those opportunities to start and to grow and to expand businesses, not only for today, but for the future. In that manifesto in 2020, 50,000 jobs were promised. Today, we have over 60,000 new jobs that were created. My friends, I could talk all night about how many things have been delivered. But what I want to say to you is there is a positive energy that is sweeping across our country, from the coast to the hinterland. And in this last few weeks, I have been walking the villages from industry to triumph with a team of people, young people, not so young people, older people. And I want to commend them, but I want to commend all the residents across this district who have come out and welcomed us. Traditional areas, non-traditional areas. They have come out and are showing their commitment and their support to the People's Progressive Party Civic. And you know why they're showing that support? It is because our party has a proven track record of delivering for this country. It is a party that keeps its promises, but it's a party where our leaders, the president, the vice president, the ministers, are working tirelessly every day to advance our country. And many of you who are on social media and you follow the president's Facebook page, and at 10:30 in the night, you see he's in Region 3. And by the time you go to bed and wake up at 5:30, he's in Region 1. He doesn't sleep. He's working day and night, every day of the week to move this country forward. So tonight, I ask you, do we want President Ali for a second term? Do we want the PPP for a second term? So come September 1st, let us go out there and vote for the PPPC for a second term of progress. Another 5 years of Dr. Irfan Ali. Another 5 years of the People's Progressive Party. Thank you, comrades.
Hey, are you ready for victory? Let me see your hands. Put 'em up, put the cup in the air. Oh, come raise it up now. From strength to strength, we're moving with the PPP. What's in my cup stays in my cup. In my cup stays in my cup. My vote is in my cup. In my cup, it's in my cup. My cup.
Put your hands together again for Sham Nokta. Comrades, in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and even the 80s, there was a market here. In the 50s, when our leaders were locked up, prevented from entering communities, it was the ladies in our communities who used to go to the market, used to fetch the flyers in their baskets at the bottom so that the police would not find them. And they used to come to the market to buy vegetables, fish and shrimps for their families, and they used to distribute that flyers. Give your hands to those women whose shoulders we stand upon today. Put your hands together for those women like Gail Teixeira, Indra Chandrapal, Comrade Janet Jagan, and others. Who formed a party called the People's Progressive Party. A party that recognized equality and equity of women in our country. A party that had legislated so many bills in the parliament that protect our women. A party that respects women because women makes up more than 50% of our population. Tonight, I have the daughter on stage of a stalwart of the People's Progressive Party. I remembered in the 1985, I traveled with him all the way to Cane Grove doing political work. In the middle of the night, we were looking for polling agents for the next morning to go to the polling station. Comrades, there are many amongst you who understood the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. They understood how the PNC destroyed this country for 28 years. They starve you because you didn't vote for them. They starve you because you did not attend their meetings. And Mr. President, when Barnum came to this community in 1973, and no one attended that meeting, he went and took a big ball and threw it in the well at Wells Street, and caused the entire ogle and industry and good for Wharton to be out of water until the People's Progressive Party got back into government in 1992. And in 1997, we ran new pipelines across this community, and then we got potable water into our yards. Comrades, we have here with us Dr. Vindhya Prasad. The first time I saw Vindi, she was dancing on the stage, Kathak dance, at the National Culture Center. The second time I saw Vindi, we were celebrating the 60th birth anniversary of Commerchetti at Freedom House, and she danced there again. Comrades, Vindi is a multifaceted person. She's a doctor. She's my doctor. I would call her and say, I don't need my minister today. I need my doctor. And I will go right on and I ask her many questions. Comrades, this multifaceted person is the head of the Guyana Hindu Dharmic Sabha, the largest Hindu organization in this country. Presently, she is the Minister of Human Services and Social Security. She represents the elders. She represents the women. She represents children. She represents the disabled. She represents the vulnerable of this country. She has been working night and day, and I wouldn't tell you how she would work me also. And that is what the People's Progressive Party civic government is all about. Put your hands together and welcome Dr. Vindi Episode.
Hey, are you ready for victory? Let me see your hands. Put them up, put the cup in the air. Oh, come raise it up now. From strength to strength, we're moving with the PPP. What's in my cup?
Industry, Cummings Lodge, Ogle, Sophia, my brothers and sisters of the PPP family, thank you for being here and being the largest crowd ever at any one of these meetings. There are some things that we are very sure about. In exactly 1 month, 1 week, and about 7 hours, we will be going to vote on the 1st of September. And just as I know that every single one of you will be putting your X next to the cup for the People's Progressive Party Civic. And just as I know that, you will be putting your support, your love, your unwavering commitment to His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali for a second term. Our party is grateful and appreciative of your love, your commitment, and your consistency. That arch that stands as a symbol and a testimony of who you are, a part of this expanding family of the People's Progressive Party Civic, tells its own story. It speaks volumes of your consistency, and it speaks volumes of the relationship between you and the People's Progressive Party Civic, and we love it. Tonight, you are here, and I can feel the energy. This crowd got some real vibe. And, you know, we have a track record that is not only on paper. It's a track record that people are living every day. It is a track record, and that is why the 83-year-old grandmother is sitting in front of this stage, because she believes in this party and all that it has stood for, stands for, and will continue to deliver to the people of this country. The People's Progressive Party Civic is a people-centered party, and every single promise on our manifesto has not only been delivered, but has been exceeded. And we have been able to deliver to the unborn child, all the way to the senior citizens. And how do I know that? Because you would have heard that our government has ensured that every child born in this country is not born with debt on his or her head, but born with money in his or her mother's pocket to take care of him or her. And not only at birth, for the entirety of that child's life, their life when it comes to education and healthcare, the People's Progressive Party Civic has it well thought out and definitely beautifully delivered. And we don't only stop in the childhood years. We carry forth our commitment in meticulously thought out programs, plans, and initiatives that speaks to the heart and soul of our country, our people, our beautiful Guyanese people. And we do so through measures that impact on your disposable income, ensuring that your pockets are not empty, ensuring that you are cushioned from the hardship of what is affecting most of the world, food insecurity. Ensuring that healthcare is a priority, not only by constructing 12 more new hospitals, but by ensuring that people are trained to populate those hospitals. Not only by building over 50 schools from the hinterland to the coastland, but making sure that we train our teachers and we ensure that our teachers and students are moving to a time when education will be universal at all 3 levels. And let me tell you something. If you do something, young people, make sure you take advantage of free university education. We need each and every one of you to be part of the unparalleled developmental trajectory that our country is on. If there is something to be said about our president, and I've listened at the recently held summit and at many other conferences and fora, there is a word that is consistent: visionary. Yes? Let me hear you. Yes? Right. And in listening to that word, we can see a Guyana that is becoming rapidly transformed in infrastructure, healthcare, education, and the list goes on, but he can be credited with modernizing Guyana. We are seeing the harnessing of information technology. We are seeing the use of AI, and we are seeing more and more all of these being harnessed for the safety and security of our citizenry, and also to deliver services more efficiently. At the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security, I have engaged with people across the length and breadth of our country. I've seen the difference doubling the pension would have made to the pensioners. Our manifesto has already promised significant increases for the pensioners. We have put into place a number of programs that help persons with disabilities to have assistive aids. I remember coming into government and people could not even access a wheelchair. Now it is a simple ask, and it is delivered to you at home. We have seen public assistance increase from 11,500 persons in 2020 to over 50,000 people receiving public assistance in this country. And it's not only the assistance, it's the empowerment that comes with it. The RailWIN, the Women's Innovation Investment Network, WIIN, started in 2021, has trained 17,000 women in every region of this country at no cost to them. This kind of laser-sharp focus has brought women into the labor force, transforming our economy by ensuring that we not only support in other ways, we empower in the ways that matter, that we elevate the people in every nook and corner of this country. So if I think of my party, I am a child of this party. If I think of my party, I think of hope. Whenever the PPPC exists, there is hope. Whenever we put the PPPC back in government, which we will be doing on September 1st, there will always be light in darkness. When we vote for that cup, we're not talking about no empty cup. We're talking about a cup that's overflowing. And when we talk about people, we talk about every Guyanese, not some Guyanese, every Guyanese in this country. When we speak of communities, your president, your vice president, and your leaders have traversed the entirety of this country, not only to engage with people, but to come up with plans and programs for the next 5 years, because we're going to be there, right? I want to bring back something my father said. I don't know if it's appropriate now, but I remember it as a phrase he coined, and I'm going to use it in this context. When it comes to the 1st of September, we're going to share licks like peas. Look, many people can put things on paper. They can copy things well too. But what is important is what you have already experienced. And you have experienced 5 years. And if I am to be very meticulous, as I like to be, it's not even 5 years, it's 3 years of unprecedented development and transformation in this country. You ask, this uncle say he come back here. You ask the people who are coming into this country, every time they visit, they can't recognize Guyana. Our country has become a magnet in the world. We are not only speaking of national development, but we have extended beyond the borders of this nation, providing leadership at the regional level through our president, vision and progress at an international level, hosting people of all levels of expertise, and developing new initiatives that will not only signal growth for our country, but growth for the world. That is significant. When we speak of Guyana, Guyana is not a place where people don't want to say they don't want a Guyana passport. You should see the lines for the Guyana passport. It has value. And that tells a story all by itself. And when we think of Guyanese, we think of one people with one destiny, and the future is PPPC. So, my brothers and sisters, let the story of this community be as strong as the arch that still stands from the time of Comrade Chetty Jagan, who for me was always Uncle Chetty. Let that arch stand as a testimony of where you put in your X. Look, we have shared flyers to you. We have given you a lot of information, but I know you know. You didn't even need that. What you need to do is go out there and tell other people what it is they are to expect with 5 more years. Can I not say 5 more years? Can I say like 30 years of PPP? And I say that because when you vote, your vote matters. Every single vote matters. You have to take the auntie in the wheelchair. You got to vote by proxy for those who can't vote for themselves legally, properly. I'm not telling you to do anything wrong. And you also have to ensure that you're out early and where you need to be. So check the voters list. Make sure you know where you're going. So you have a clear vision. This is what we call tunnel vision. You wake up in the morning, you get dressed, and when you look at that paper, you're only seeing 2 things. The first thing you're seeing is the cup. Don't look at nothing else. It doesn't matter. Because we started at 20-something and we done to 6, right? So it really ain't matter. So my point is this. You know what you have now. You know what you want for your own future. You know what you want for your children and grandchildren's future. So September 1st is pretty much known by you. I don't need to go back to what we did. I can speak only of now because there's so much to say. Literally. And for the work that we were doing in the ministry, we're tackling some very, very grave things like domestic violence, gender-based violence. Too many of our women losing their lives, man. And we keep putting together programs and policies. 914, the I Matter app, the Hope and Justice Center, the Cop Squad Initiative, the Family Violence Act, and the list goes on. And His Excellency recently spoke about the addition of a panic button. We're doing all of these things because every life matters. And as a people, we must never lose sight of that. Every life matters. Our country is soaring. Our country is flying. We don't want to come back down. We must keep going up, up, up. And forward we must go, Guyana, with the People's Progressive Party Civic. Vote for the cup. Up with the cup. Yeah, you just hold on to that cup. Enamel, ceramic, any kind of cup, that's ours. She got 2. She got bottle too. But all right, that's fine. But what I want to say to you tonight is thank you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for being with us. As you are consistent and committed to us, we are to you. We have walked with you in the hard times. We have fought for you. Y'all remember that 5 months? Right. Don't forget that thing. Never let people try to fool you. You knew what that was. That was not simple larceny. That was hijacking. Right? So you must never forget those things. And I'm not saying that, Sheila. Okay. You must never forget those things. And we must know that our future, our country, depends on you and I. We have a responsibility. We will continue to deliver on that responsibility. You have a leader that looks into every situation, works with his team to come up with solutions. You have a vice president that champions many causes, and you have every one of us that will never stop walking with you. So let's walk forward together. 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 PPP.
Hey, are you ready for victory? Let me see your hands. Put 'em up, put the cup in the air. Oh, come raise it up now. From strength to strength, we're moving with the PPP.
One people, one nation, together with the PPP, together with the, what happened now, man? Together with the, and long live the PPPC, long live our beautiful country. Forward we go on the September 1st, voting for the cup, voting for our party, and voting for His Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Let me see you.
Industry. Ogle. Cummings Lodge. Good for Walkton. Pleasance. All our friends who are here. We promise you a good time and we are giving you a good time. Are you having a good time? No? All right. Then I will invite for you a young man named Mark Ferdinand. And I'm sure you're going to have a good time. Mark Ferdinand for you.
Somebody make some noise! Put your hand in the air! Well, together we are stronger, together we are one. Under the PPP banner, a new day has begun. One choice, one leader, Irfan, no other. Together, one future, for Guyanese sons and daughters. The PPP is the only choice. With them boy over there, only making noise. The PPP get them, put it up! Put your hand in the air! Put your hand in the air! Here we go! Together we are one. Under the PPP banner, a new day has begun. One choice, one leader, Irfan, no other. Together, one future, for Guyanese sons and daughters. The PPP is the only choice. Them boy over there, only making noise. The DP get them so confused. Hey, afraid to run the race, they know that they won't lose. But we can't solve their problem, cause everybody over here. Put your leg in the air. The country making progress, and everybody's so happy. With the flag, with the, here we go. Together we are stronger, together we are one. Under the PPP banner, a new day has begun. One choice, one leader, Irfan, no other. Together, one future, for Guyanese sons and daughters. We have come a long way, but it has not been an easy road. But from the coastline to the hinterland, hey, look how the country has grown. Put your hand in the air. PPP is for one, PPP is for all. PPP making sure we rise and never fall. Progress continues for me and for you. Uplift the nation, win the election. Together we are stronger, together we are one. Under the PPP banner, a new day has begun. One choice, one leader, no other. Together, one future, a Guyanese sons and daughters. Red, 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 red. Together, together, red, 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 red. One, my people, red, 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 red. We come in. Red, red. Put your leg in the air. Progress continues for me and for you. Uplift the nation, win the election. PPP, we run things. PPP, we rising. PPP, uplifting. PPP, we winning. Together we are stronger. Together we are one. Under the PPP banner, a new day has begun. One choice, one leader, Irfan, no other. Together, PPP, we run things. PPP, we rising. PPP, uplifting. PPP. Thank you.
How was that? Put your hands together for Mark Ferdinand. All right. I know because of the red wave, plenty of you get bad eye. Me know that because me believe me get bad eye too. So, A, put your hands together and repeat after me. A, W, lyrical, also known as the Jare Boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us rise, united as one Guyana. Standing strong with the PPPC, the only way to a brighter, better, and boundless future for all. Let's stand with the Jare Boss, AW, lyrical, as he proudly endorses President Irfan Ali for another 5 years, 5 more years of vision, leadership, and together, we celebrate the remarkable achievements of President Ali's administration. A new era, a new Guyana, a future reborn. Ready, my people. PC forever. Let's go.
I want you to point to somebody you know and tell them you
Yeah. I want to see you put your flags in the air. Put your flags in the air.
Lyrical.
Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Flags up. Whoa. Whoa. Industry. All right, now I feel I need a job. Low, 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 low. Good night, beautiful industry. You feeling nice tonight? Watch how y'all looking so beautiful in y'all red. Well, let me tell you something. I didn't come prepared to sing tonight, but once the chief is here, I got to make my... Anybody from Better Hope? Anybody from Tongue? Anybody from the East Coast? Put your flags in the air. Put your flags in the air. Put your flags in the air. Hey, put it up so. I want to hear you sing for me.
Lyrical.
Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. East Coast. Oh. PPPC family. Yo, right now I feel I need a Jerry. Too much bad hype on me need a Jerry. Right now I feel I need a Jerry. Too much bad hype on me need a Jerry. I see they watching me. Why you they watching me? Just mind your business. Let me hear you sing. Yeah. I want to see all the flags them up in the air. Give me some mic. Give me some mic. I want to see all the flags in the air. Because you know what? Hold on, look. The PPPC is one happy big family. One big family. When I say PPP, see, you say forever. PPPC. Put your flags in the air. Hey! Boom, bass! And there we go! We have it! Cause when we roll alone. So anyway, that we go, you feel no, I'm moving every with me! Oh my! Put your flags in the air! Boom, bass! Over here! When we roll alone. Anyway, that we go, you feel no, I'm moving every with me. Look, industry, make some noise. I like this copy. As a matter of fact, I love this cup. Y'all ready for September the 1st? Y'all ready for election day? You see President here, finale. I don't care what nobody say. You're the best president in the world. We love you. Look, when I say President here, finale, I want everybody to say we love you. President here, finale. Put your flags in the air.
You make
Me wanna 1, 2, 1, 2. Run the place, I want to run my place. Jumping up and down, even on the ground. In the business say, hey my people say, hey, yeah. PPPC family, I love you, I love you. When I say one, you say Guyana, 1.
All right, comrades. The moment you have been waiting for. You know, this community has given tremendous support, tremendous love, and helped the PPP at all times to consolidate itself. This village have seen the likes of many traitors. Many traitors. They call themselves all kind of thing. So, what kind of party? Really? That one party? But the people say, what kind of party? Some kind of party. And then they say, very shortly. Or very, very soon. And if it's not some green party, it's some blue party. And when that blue party, you see some yellow flags around the place. Not that color, you know, that is gold. That's not yellow. Don't mix the two up. But when them people see the red wave, they might get belly walk. They might get belly walk because they don't know the doctor not got cure. Dr. Vindi, is there a cure for that kind of belly walk? She said there is no cure for that kind of belly walk. But one more thing I want to say before I bring our beloved president, our friend, our comrade. You know, he's a little boy when I know him, right? And he has that same beautiful smile then and now. Hasn't changed. He got just a little busier because you made him so busy. Comrades, in this country, there are many Mohammeds. There are many, many Mohammeds. But there is only one authentic Mohammed. And that authentic Muhammad is like a jewel on our crown. And that jewel in our crown is no other than Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali.
Where we come from far, we got more to go. Check it out. So we come from far, oh. Yes, we got far more way to go. Far more way to go. And we keep going, going, we keep going. Yes, we got far more way to go. Far more way to go. And we keep going, going, we keep going. And when you see me, just know everything good, everything good, everything good, everything good on my head. Everything nice, everything nice, everything nice, everything nice on my head. Everything good, everything good, everything good, everything good on my head.
Thank you very much, Comrade Sheila. Please, comrades. Tonight, once again, the People's Progressive Party civic family has shown Guyana that we have grown and we are indeed on a journey of fulfilling the founding principle, the founding aspiration of our party. That was and continue to be the unity of the Guyanese people. And all across our country, in every single community, at every single meeting, it is a celebration of this very fact. A celebration that after 75 years of tireless work, of selfless work, of continued commitment to the People's Progressive Party, the continued commitment to the people of Guyana, the People's Progressive Party Civic has stood the test of time and have shown that together we are ready for this journey to national unity. These elections of 2025, this is the litmus test of how we have grown together as a people. It is a test of our unity because every single other party that has stood against us in this election, they have outlined only one common theme, and that is we must get rid of the PPP. Nothing about Guyana, but a common objective is that by every means, we must get rid of the People's Progressive Party Civic. And they have said, and they continue to preach, that by any means, even by dividing our people, and when they say divide, 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 we say unite, unite, unite. When they preach hate, preach love. Because that is what we stand for. The love for country, the love for people, and the love for our party, the People's Progressive Party Civic. These elections are not about playing Monopoly, where one person who is contesting believes that Guyana is his Monopoly game, and that the people of Guyana, that we are his get out of jail card. We must not for once believe that this is a Monopoly game. We have a track record. And when you back a team, you must back it by its track record. And examine the track record of the People's Progressive Party Civic. And you will see that every single time Guyana needed us, we stood by Guyana. In every single era that there was development in this country, it was the People's Progressive Party at the helm of the leadership of our country. And every single time our country found itself in difficulty and it needed strong, committed leadership to take it out that difficulty, it was the People's Progressive Party Civic that provided that leadership. We have never been a seasonal friend. We have never been a one-weather party. We have always been a party that stood the test of time under every single circumstance. In the good days and in the not so good days, your true friend has always been the People's Progressive Party Civic. And today, many people are taking our leaflets and our flyers and they're claiming ownership of these ideas. And that is okay, because we want all of Guyana to own our ideas, because you know we will implement our ideas. And you know that there are many good textbooks that are written with all the formulas to resolve every problem. But if you can't apply the formula, and if you can't apply the theory, and if you can't apply the substance, then how can you resolve the problem? So it is not only about copying ideas. It is about having the capacity, the capability, the leadership, and of course the team to implement those ideas and to transform those ideas from paper to reality. And there lies the difference. The PPP Civic can take an idea and transform it into action and bring measurable development to the people of our country. So it is very simple to shout more cash grant. But if PPP Civic brought cash grant before oil and gas, we increase it before oil and gas, and government came after us. And governments came after us with oil and gas and took away those cash grants we gave without oil and gas. So it is a matter of philosophy. It is not a simple matter where you write a series of words or sentence on a paper. It is about your ability to understand how the economy works. Everybody can shout, oh, oil money. But let me educate them once again. Only 37% of the budget is financed from resources and revenue from oil and gas. And oil and gas is not wealth, it is revenue. It is our ability to take that revenue and create growth, development, opportunities, job, and transformation that takes the country forward. And if you don't believe me, look at Venezuela. Venezuela was a country full of riches, continue to be a country with extraordinary oil reserves. They came to power on all sorts of promises. And what is the situation today? Absolute poverty. Absolute insecurity. Absolute marginalization from the rest of the world. Because when the rest of the world warned against certain type of leadership, some people did not take that warning. Once again here, we have candidates who the world is warning us against. This is not the time for those silly statements like, let me give a try, let me take a chance. In 2015, people took that same attitude, well, starting from 2011, and it took us decades backwards. It cost us tens of thousands of jobs. It almost cost us, once again, our freedom and our democracy. And it is this party that stood up and ensured that Guyana did not lose our freedom and democracy from the last experiment. From the last experiment we undertook. My friends, when they speak about the last 5 years, let us remind them that it is this government that reversed more than 200 taxes that the last government imposed on the backs of the people. And whilst they're talking now about reducing taxes, remind them that we did not only reverse more than 200 new taxes, for the last 5 years, we have not introduced a single new tax on the people of this country. There lies the track record. So who can you trust to continue to reduce your taxes? Who can you trust to continue to put more disposable income in your pocket? The track record tells us it is the People's Progressive Party, Civic.
And my friends, just go to every single elections in the last 4 years, and you will see one of the biggest issues was the cost of fuel at the pump station. And your government removed the excise tax on fuel to zero so that the increases in fuel price was not passed on to the people of this country. That single initiative saved the people an annual cost of $90 billion. $90 billion in revenue we give up every year to ensure that this global increase of price was not passed on in full effect to the people. Brought it to zero. And I want you to know that in the coming years, in the coming months, you can expect less tax burden on the people of this country. You can expect electricity costs coming down by half. You can expect greater support for families so that you can move at a more cost-effective way. Because we are not a party that take away from the people. We gave and gave and gave and gave and gave and gave. That is our philosophy. We don't take away. We sustain. We build upon what we give. That is what is important. My friends, my comrades, let us not forget also that we are the ones, your government is the one that removed the VAT on electricity and water that was put on your bills by the last government with oil and gas. Don't forget that whilst the world was faced with high freight costs, it was this government that kept freight charges to pre-pandemic levels, so higher shipping costs weren't passed on to the consumers. That measure alone saved the consumers of this country more than $6 billion. When they talk about increasing salaries, they forget that in the last 4 years alone, it is this government that has increased salaries across the board by more than 46%. It is this government that reduced personal income tax rate. It is this government that ensured more disposable income in the pocket of people. It is this government that increased the threshold from $65,000 to $130,000. It is this government that removed more than 60,000 people, that is 60,000 families from the tax base of this country, putting $18 billion in the pockets of people from this one measure alone. It is this government that is investing in healthcare voucher, eye care voucher, COVID voucher. It is this government that is expanding services, incentivizing the family by giving you deductible for every single child so that you have less taxes to pay when you have children. It is this government that has incentivized hard work by giving incentive on taxes for your second job. It is this government that made overtime work beyond the normal working hour up to $50,000 tax-free. These things are easy to forget. But it is this government that delivered that. It is this government that launched the part-time job program, bringing women who never worked before into the world of work, improving disposable income in the family, empowering women, giving them a chance of independence. And what did this do? Under this program alone, we've invested $600 million every month in the household, in the pockets of women. For our elderly and the vulnerable, not only did we restore the subsidy on water and electricity, but we doubled old age pension, and we'll continue to grow it until you benefit more and more and more under our government. These increases would have benefited more than 76,000 old age pensioners. The total pension payout, old age pension payout for this year alone is $37 billion. $37 billion to our pensioners. And this is outside of NIS. This is a non-contributory pension. All that you need to do is achieve the age. And we are hearing you. I hear many people asking, y'all can bring down the age a little bit? And there is a reason why every Guyanese overseas want to register for that pension now. Because it is worth registration and even worth the while to come here to pick up the pension. Let us not take these things for granted. And the minister spoke about public assistance. Not only did we move it from 9,000 to 22,000, but you know what that means? That means that every single year, this year alone, in public assistance, we will be paying out $10 billion of public assistance. And we know that there are many persons who are still waiting or would like to be on the list. I want to assure you that the minister and cabinet would have already examined new and improved ways using digitization to remove human biases, to ensure that every single person who need and qualify for that public assistance, that you will and must get that public assistance. We have already said that anybody who is on the register, they will stay on the register until the good Lord take them off of the register. Not no human, not no committee, not no individual. Once you qualify for the register, you will stay on the register. And on that note, we are already working on the digital payment platform
is completed and the One Guyana card, the digital card will come into effect. So our pensioners don't have to go to the post office. They don't have to go to a template church or a mosque. They will stay in their homes with their digital card and they will enjoy seeing the money in their account with their cards. And we also want our pensioners and our elders to see the development that is taking place in our country. We want them to be able to drive on the new roads. We want them to experience the beautiful tourism product that is being opened up all across our country in the Mahaika River, in Essequibo. That is why we will create a special transportation grant and allowance for our pensioners and our children so we can support their movement. Healthcare, when we came into office, people take it for granted. We came at COVID. The last government spent billions of dollars on what was supposed to be the COVID hospital. When we went into the building, not one bed, not one oxygen tank, not one nurse. In 4 weeks, we had to get that up and running to save lives, to save our people's lives. How easy is it to forget that when it was COVID and some of these fanciful tax raiders and evaders of businessmen were in the comfort of their casa, when they were in the comfort of their homes, and the government hide from COVID, we were in opposition. And it was this party that launched a national mass campaign. It was this party in opposition that walked the streets, that knocked the doors, that gave masks. How easy is it to forget? But we cannot forget because we lost leaders who went out there to give hampers and share masks. It is this party that has always stood with you. It is this party that has always shown you enduring love. And we are grateful for your love. We are grateful for your support. We are grateful for you. But we ask you too, in your enduring love, to also acknowledge the work of your party. To be proud of your party. Because your party not only love you, your party love all of Guyana. That is why today, at all our meetings, you are seeing all of Guyana because the party has delivered for all of Guyana. The 12 new hospitals, the 26 new health centers, the new pathology lab, the upgrading of more than 400 health facilities, the building right here of the specialty mother and children hospital, the oncology center that we will build right here in Guyana to treat those persons who need treatment for cancer, the dialysis grant, all of that
all of that, we have invested in exactly what I told Vindy would happen. We have restored the Because We Care grant that was taken away from you by the APNU AFC. Not only did we restore it, but we increased it to $50,000 per child. And not only did we increase it, but we now make it available for children even in the private schools. And as I'm on education, I know many of our teachers are women, young women. More than 75% maybe of our teachers in the system, the new teachers now, are women. And I've listened to them telling me that they postpone life decisions, family decisions, because they don't know where they can leave their children. I want them to know that we have not only listened, your next PP civic government will build child-friendly daycare centers for young professionals. So the thousands of social workers that Vindy is training will service those child care centers, so you can leave your children in the care of your country and professional while you pursue your professional dream and aspiration. And yes, we made university education free. And today, we have more than 20,000 applicants. The University of Guyana can't take off all. And what are we doing? We have taken a decision that every single private university, all of the universities, whether it's the new medical schools, whether it is the international universities, that we are going to negotiate with them similar rates so that no child who wants a university education will be left without an education because of space. I am not even telling you about $11 billion we transfer to parents in voucher. When beyond all our promises, paying now for 8 subjects CXC for every single child writing CXC. My brothers and sisters, just look around Guyana. Look at many countries who had oil and gas for 10, 20, 100 years. Examine whether they had any policy. And only 37% of our budget is financed from oil and gas. Imagine what the next 5 years will look like for every Guyanese. We have trained more than 82,000 Guyanese, almost 40,000 alone on the Gold Scholarship Program. We have distributed more than 50,000 house lots. We have removed VAT on locally produced buildings and construction material. We've increased the low-income mortgage ceiling from 8 million to 30 million. We've increased the ceiling on housing loans from 12 million to 30 million at the New Building Society. We have doubled the ceiling on mortgage interest relief for housing from 15 million to 30 million. We have launched the steel and cement subsidy. But we are going to do more, because in your East Coast alone, more than 20,000 homes will have to be built. We want to move from home ownership, from land ownership to home ownership, and we will do so by incentivizing, giving you more help, giving you more direct support to build your homes. Not only are we going to reduce the interest rate, we are going to co-invest with you so that every young family, every single family can own their own home right here in Guyana. And when we say we will do it, bet your last buck it shall be done. My friends, we are investing in you. At the individual level, at the household level, we're going to create more tax incentive for families. We're going to reduce the tax burden on our people, increase disposable income, make vehicle ownership easier. The double cab open back pickup is not a luxury vehicle. Because of the growth of the economy in construction and everything else, it is becoming an important utility vehicle. That is why we will give special tax incentive for the ownership. We're going to adjust and address in a structural manner the basket of goods that is necessary for sustainable living for every family. We're going to define what that basket of goods is, and we're going to ensure that every family can and will afford that basket of goods to live a comfortable, high-quality life right here in Guyana. More targeted support at a household level, at the individual level, not only based on salaries. We have intellectual power. We are thinking beyond salaries. How do we diversify your stream of income so you're not only dependent on salary, but salary can run your current budget, and your saving and your growing of wealth come from additional earnings that your government will create the opportunity for and co-invest with you so you can get those earnings. That is how we will build wealth. We have to increase the net value of people with infrastructure that is ongoing. In your area alone, the bank value of properties in these communities in the last 5 years went up by almost 75% at the minimum. That did not happen by accident. That happened because of the investments we are making. And we have to educate people how to leverage that capital. We have to educate and find the vehicle through which we can safely use that capital to grow wealth at your family level. So if you have a house with a value of 30 million, we have to find a financing mechanism that will allow you to capitalize 10 or 20 million of that value, that you will be able to invest or co-invest with the government and to get a return that will make you wealthier and your community wealthier. This is what we are pursuing. Not a sterile vision, but a very comprehensive and well thought out strategy of how we will grow wealth at every level of our society. This is not a government that don't know what we're about. We have the experience and the talent. And we have the people of our country behind us. And on September the 1st, we must send, and these are all historical numbers of these meetings, but this number here must mean something on September the 1st. It cannot mean just a victory. It must mean an emphatic victory, an overwhelming victory, an absolute majority. It must be such a big victory that we must silence the naysayers for the next 100 years of our history. It must be such an emphatic victory that all those who say divide and hate and this and that they will be pushed into a corner of retreat only to come back when they embrace the one Guyana, one unity, togetherness platform. The relics of the past and the shadows of the relics in the new reality must all come to the realization that our country is rising together for a better Guyana. I don't have to remind you that under this government, your electricity rate will be cut by half. I don't have to remind you that all the small businesses, the mechanic shop, the spray painting shop that disturbing your neighbor and causing y'all forgot little teeth and tongue, that we are going to invest in a facility where we will take all of those businesses in a safe, high-value, secure area so that everyone can live in dignity and peace. Every single post in every single street will have a light. Not next year. The project have already started and the suppliers can't supply enough at a time. We're going to invest in community security by our Safe Guyana program. Not only CCTV, but a more agile professional police force that will be in your communities, because we want Guyana to grow and grow securely and safely. And we want you to make lots of babies. We want to grow families. We want to grow our population. That is why, I go in again. That is why we are giving you $1.5 billion based on current estimate of 15,250 newborns. In the next 5 years, if we use that estimate on the newborn initiative alone, we will be given the first day old Guyanese $7.6 billion in the next 5 years. Not only investing in the past and the present, but investing from day one in the future. And we want you to double that. You double that, we can back that up. We can back that up with increasing the grant. My friends, let me explain to you something. Because many people ask, you young man, look, your mother's 83 and you're quarrel there. And she got more energy than you. My friends, I want to explain two things to you, three things. When we say we reduce the interest rate for low-income loans to 3% from 2020 to now, what really that mean? What does that mean for a person who take a low-income loan? What it means is that for the life of that loan, because of this reduction, you will be saving more than 20% of the interest you would have had to pay in 2020. And if you look at all the low-income loans that was granted, that is a saving for the low-income families just by the reduction of that interest rate of more than $3.8 billion. That is $3.8 billion. This policy was able to save ordinary families of Guyana who are now building a low-income home. And if you look at the middle-income loan, every single person with a low middle-income or middle-income loan, in the life of that loan, because of the reduction in interest rate, you will save yourself $2 million of that loan. And when you look at high-income category, young professional, with a new interest rate of 5% and less, in the life cycle of that loan, you will be saving yourself $5 million. Because of the policy that we gave that allowed the reduction of the loan, in the life cycle of that loan, $5 million goes back directly to your pockets. These are the things we did not spend much time educating the population on. But these are the facts. When you speak about the linkage between policies and people, these are the results that we talk about. When you look at the waiver of the excise tax on fuel, as I said, the mortgage interest relief that we moved to $30 million, that has put back in the pockets of Guyanese family $3.3 billion. And right here in your communities, my friends, you will benefit tremendously because we will be setting up a special development banking institution that will lend at 0% interest to our small and medium-sized enterprises, and that will co-invest with the bank to reduce the collateral requirement and reduce the interest rate for business loans. These are the things that matter to the Guyanese family. I am not even telling you about the investment we are going to make in a rail link between Grove and Golden Grove. I am not even telling you about a 4 new international hotel that is being built right in your NDC. I'm not telling you about the 2 specialty hospitals and the 3 private hospitals. I'm not telling you about the more than 20,000 homes that will be constructed. I'm not even telling you about the manufacturing, commercial, industrial hub that will be created here. I'm not even telling you about a 4-lane road that will connect to the new Silica City and the airport. I'm not even telling you about the expanded treated water. I am not even telling you about the Guyana Innovation Center, the drainage work in your communities, the beautification and recreational facilities that will be built. I'm not even telling you about the expanding income formulas. And all of those things I've mentioned will be done right within your NDC. That means more income, more activity, more job, higher value for your property. My friends, I know I'm going on for a very long time, but I can go on much longer because our story is a positive story. And no other political entity can stand up and speak about their track record and also their plans. The APNU, AFC, PNC, they hide from their track record. When they ask the new blue without a clue, hallelujah, about to be true. One of the nastiest brew. When they ask them about their track record, they say, let me go forward. You ask us about our track record, you're begging us to stop talk. You can't speak about your track record if you don't have a track to stand on. And that is the reality. And that is the reality. It's a sad reality that I find myself running against the pack that I'm running against. It is sad because I know, and we all know here, let's not play like we don't know. We all know what is at stake. We all know what is at risk. We've seen it. The same playbook played out in Venezuela. The same playbook in countries that went into decades of turmoil. God has given us the gift to see the results of those playbooks. And if we don't heed that warning by understanding the results of those playbooks, then can't eat with dinner. But this party, your party, would not sit down and allow any cat to come near our dinner.
Yeah, we come from far. We got more to go. Check it out. So we come from far. Oh. Yes, we got far more way to go. Far more way to go. And we keep going, going, we keep going.
We have worked too hard to put that dinner on the table, to allow any cat to thief the dinner. Examine them. They bread well butter, you know. They bread well butter. Comrades, my brothers and sisters, elections are serious business. Your vote is serious business. Your vote represents your dignity. Because when you vote for your children, you vote for your parents, you vote for your grandparents, you vote for your community, you vote for your country. Your vote is your dignity. Your dignity is your pride. And your dignity is your honor. And anybody who believes that your dignity can be bought or sold or hired, they don't deserve your dignity, your honor, and your pride. All these comrades that sit here tonight, from our late, great leader, Dr. Jagan, and Comrade Janet Jagan, Comrade Reep, we have Comrade Nokta, Indra, Berry, Mitra. Your communities are decorated with persons who have sacrificed and given their all. We, as a country and as a people, must understand where we are and where we are going, and who are the safest drivers to take us there. I am not telling you who is the fastest driver, who is the most dangerous driver. I am telling you to look as to who are the safest drivers to take you there. Because you can decide whether you get there dead or alive. And we want our country to get to the top alive and well. So, comrades, I want to begin this evening Comrades, I want to begin this evening by thanking you, not just for being here, but for staying with us, standing with us, believing in this great movement called the People's Progressive Party Civic. We honor you, we salute you, we celebrate you. You could have been anywhere today. You could have been anywhere this evening. But you chose to be here with us. Because you know what is at stake. You understand what is at stake. The next 5 years are consequential in our nation's history. And we assure you, yes, my sister, I love you a lot too. She's shouting from your bottom house. The next 5 years are coming for you too. The next 5 years are consequential years. We assure you of a higher quality life, a higher standard of living, access to financing, not only lower taxes, but more disposable income. Not only more disposable income, but greater ownership of the wealth of our country. Not only greater ownership of the wealth of our country, but shared prosperity from the wealth of our country. That is why now is not the time for distraction. Now is not the time to hold hands with those dirty in skullduggery. Now is not the time to partner with those who specialize in thieving elections and those who specialize in thieving taxes. Now is the time to unite and hold hands with those who specialize in building a strong, secure, and stable Guyana. My message this afternoon is simple. Let us stay the course. Let us hold steady to the wheels of development. Let us secure our children's future. Let us give your next government an emphatic mandate with the largest majority ever in the history of our country.
Yeah, we come from far. We got more to go. Check it out. Still we come from far. Oh, yes, we got far more way to go. Far more way to go.
To do this, we cannot allow hesitation and indecision to creep into our momentum. We have to finish what we started together. We have to all turn out September the 1st and put our X in a box next to the cup at the top of the ballot paper and put our X in the box next to the cup on the bottom of the ballot paper so that we will create history by winning Region 4. This is the prize. This is the prize we want badly. This is the prize of unity. This is the prize of love. This is the prize that will send the message that no longer are we divided. You must come out in these numbers and deliver Region 4 to the People's Progressive Party Civic. This is the time we choose experience over experiment. This is the time we choose tested leadership, strong leadership, respected leadership over unruly horses. We are not done yet. We will not be done until every family is lifted out of insecurity, of poverty, until all our people rise in glory, rise in prosperity, rise in strength. All our people have access to good health care, good education, good drainage, good recreational facilities in which our parents, our grandparents can live their old age in dignity, honor, and pride. The next 5 years is really about 10 years. Because we are going to make 5 into 10 by working 24 hours every day to deliver to you, the beautiful people of our country. The next 5 years is about putting our country in the forefront in the world on energy security, on food security, on climate security, on innovation and technology. It is making Guyana not only great, but the greatest place to live and be in. It's about building clean energy, modern cities, making every roof over every family a roof of dignity, a roof of honor, a roof of pride. Every family, we must ensure, have a roof of respect over their family under the People's Progressive Party Civic. It's about giving more. This is no longer a political campaign. This has become a movement, a beautiful movement all across our country. Sham, this crowd long bad, boy. Me you know, boy, me see people tell us Siwal. Siwal, your son, huh? So much crowd make us confused. The crowd start coming. Seriously, this is not a rally, but this feels like a rally. The energy, the movement going. We going, we moving, we moving, we moving.
We got more to go. Check it out. So we come from far. Oh, yes, we got far more way to go. Far more way to go. And we keep going, going, we keep going. Yes, we got far more way to go. Far more way to go.
My brothers, my sisters, young people and children, my respected elders, my honored leaders, tonight and every night henceforth to September the 1st is a call to action. It's not only about victory, it's a call to action. Never again in the history of this country must a criminal rise up to ever believe that they can criminalize a system and they can defraud a system and believe that they have the moral or ethical authority to run for presidency of this country. This election must grind any such thinking to the dust. It must put it to sleep. It must bury it forever. So never again must our country be subjected to the indignity and indecency of this group. And they can continue cussing me. My skin tick, 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 tick. And Sham, not only we skin tick, we came from a party that overcame every single trick. That is why, comrades, that is why very early we saw the crooked nature of the animal. When he was telling everybody, I come in the name of charity. Auntie, me not got time with politics and power. Being interested in politics. It was the PPP that saw the trickery. And we were early in exposing the trickery. And when the General Secretary was exposing the trickery, there were some in our society who said, oh man, let a do na. Oh man, it don't mean nothing. Today, we are seeing what the trickery disguised as Santa Claus was all about. It's about saving himself and the empire. Your party can see these tricks far down the road. Look at history. Right? Vindy will tell you. Every single time they rose up, it was a PPP civic that first identified them. Right, Comrade Doctor? It was your party, our party, that first exposed the trickery. And make no mistake, they are all one. They are all on one ambition, intention. And they made it clear, their only intention is to get rid of the PPP. Tonight, I ask all of you to join this movement. I thank those who are already working hard. I ask you to join them in the streets, in the villages and the community. Share the flyers, spread the news, talk to your neighbors, bring every single one on this journey. Tonight is a call for action. Your vote says, I believe in jobs for our people. I believe in dignity for our elderly. I believe in equal opportunities for women, men, and young people. I believe in lifting every region, every religion, every group, every community. Your vote is not just your voice, it is your power. We build, we deliver, we believe. Forward together for a better Guyana. Long live the people of the East Coast. Long live the people of industry. Long live our party. Long live Guyana. I love you. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Industry, Cummings Lodge, Ogle, Sophia, my brothers and sisters of the PPP family, thank you for being here and being the largest crowd ever at any one of these meetings. There are some things that we are very sure about. In exactly 1 month, 1 week, and about 7 hours, we will be going to vote on the 1st of September. And just as I know that every single one of you will be putting your X next to the cup for the People's Progressive Party Civic. And just as I know that, you will be putting your support, your love, your unwavering commitment to His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali for a second term. Our party is grateful and appreciative of your love, your commitment, and your consistency. That arch that stands as a symbol and a testimony of who you are, a part of this expanding family of the People's Progressive Party Civic, tells its own story. It speaks volumes of your consistency, and it speaks volumes of the relationship between you and the People's Progressive Party Civic, and we love it. Tonight, you are here, and I can feel the energy. This crowd got some real vibe. And, you know, we have a track record that is not only on paper. It's a track record that people are living every day. It is a track record, and that is why the 83-year-old grandmother is sitting in front of this stage, because she believes in this party and all that it has stood for, stands for, and will continue to deliver to the people of this country. The People's Progressive Party Civic is a people-centered party. And every single promise on our manifesto has not only been delivered, but has been exceeded. And we have been able to deliver to the unborn child all the way to the senior citizens. And how do I know that? Because you would have heard that our government has ensured that every child born in this country is not born with debt on his or her head, but born with money in his or her mother's pocket to take care of him or her. And not only at birth, for the entirety of that child's life. Their life, when it comes to education and health care, the People's Progressive Party Civic has it well thought out and definitely beautifully delivered. And we don't only stop in the childhood years. We carry forth our commitment in meticulously thought out programs, plans, and initiatives that speaks to the heart and soul of our country, our people, our beautiful Guyanese people. And we do so through measures that impact on your disposable income, ensuring that your pockets are not empty, ensuring that you are cushioned from the hardship of what is affecting most of the world, food insecurity. Ensuring that healthcare is a priority, not only by constructing 12 more new hospitals, but by ensuring that people are trained to populate those hospitals. Not only by building over 50 schools from the hinterland to the coastland, but making sure that we train our teachers and we ensure that our teachers and students are moving to a time when education will be universal at all 3 levels. And let me tell you something. If you do something, young people, make sure you take advantage of free university education. We need each and every one of you to be part of the unparalleled developmental trajectory that our country is on. If there is something to be said about our president, and I've listened at the recently held summit and at many other conferences and fora, there is a word that is consistent: visionary. Yes? Let me hear you. Yes? Right. And in listening to that word, we can see a Guyana that is becoming rapidly transformed in infrastructure, healthcare, education, and the list goes on, but he can be credited with modernizing Guyana. We are seeing the harnessing of information technology. We are seeing the use of AI, and we are seeing more and more all of these being harnessed for the safety and security of our citizenry, and also to deliver services more efficiently. At the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security, I have engaged with people across the length and breadth of our country. I've seen the difference doubling the pension would have made to the pensioners. Our manifesto has already promised significant increases for the pensioners. We have put into place a number of programs that help persons with disabilities to have assistive aids. I remember coming into government and people could not even access a wheelchair. Now it is a simple ask, and it is delivered to you at home. We have seen public assistance increase from $11,500 persons in 2020 to over 50,000 people receiving public assistance in this country. And it's not only the assistance, it's the empowerment that comes with it. The Railwin, the Women's Innovation Investment Network, WIIN, started in 2021, has trained 17,000 women in every region of this country at no cost to them. This kind of laser-sharp focus has brought women into the labor force, transforming our economy by ensuring that we not only support in other ways, we empower in the ways that matter, that we elevate the people in every nook and corner of this country. So if I think of my party, I am a child of this party. If I think of my party, I think of hope. Whenever the PPPC exists, there is hope. Whenever we put the PPPC back in government, which we will be doing on September 1st, there will always be light in darkness. When we vote for that cup, we're not talking about no empty cup. We're talking about a cup that's overflowing. And when we talk about people, we talk about every Guyanese, not some Guyanese, every Guyanese in this country. When we speak of communities, your president, your vice president, and your leaders have traversed the entirety of this country, not only to engage with people, but to come up with plans and programs for the next 5 years, because we're going to be there, right? I want to bring back something my father said. I don't know if it's appropriate now, but I remember it as a phrase he coined, and I'm going to use it in this context. When it comes to the 1st of September, we're going to share licks like peas. Look, many people can put things on paper. They can copy things well too. But what is important is what you have already experienced. And you have experienced 5 years. And if I am to be very meticulous, as I like to be, it's not even 5 years, it's 3 years of unprecedented development and transformation.